Hi, this is Amy. I'm one of the organizers for Volunteering for Health, and you are watching this because you've clicked on a link about work experience. And I'm just going to give you some really straight information about booking on work experience in the NHS in Birmingham. It's very, very challenging to get work experience. So I'm going to give you some advice. You can go through the process, which is to email all 5 organizations who run NHS services in Birmingham, and go through the process of trying to get work experience in each of those places, and good luck. Only one of them actually offers work experience that I know of on a regular basis, and their spaces are filled early in the autumn for the full year. So things might change, and you might have good luck, and that's great. But I'm just being realistic. However, there is some good news. The good news is you can spin any opportunity that shows that you are learning about a healthcare issue and developing insight and grappling with an issue that's related to health, and also demonstrating leadership and curiosity. You can spin any of those things into a great experience that you can call a work experience. Okay, and as an employer, any employer will be way more interested in you sharing even a day-long or a half-day-long experience that you might have had, where you're doing something immersive in a project that's meaningful, and you're able to articulate it. Sorry about this, I'm in an airport. But what's really important is that you try to focus on gaining an experience. It does not have to be in a workplace, okay? It really doesn't. When and if you go on to becoming a nurse or going to medical school or wanting to be a midwife, you'll have plenty of opportunities to go around in different areas to get a taste of what kinds of things are out there. But you can get those experiences by going on the internet, looking at, go down the wormholes of all the allied health professions. There are 14 different allied health professions. Google it. There's a day in a life videos of every single profession that's out there. Go to the clinical genetics parts of the website and look and see what that's all about. Surgeons is the top of the field, and there are fewer surgeons than anything, and everybody seems to want to be a surgeon because that's what they think is the sexiest or the most highly paid. Do you know what? There are so many other jobs in the NHS that are all around the healthcare industry, and you don't need to go spend a week watching those people do that job. And it probably won't be that interesting for you either, because a week is a really long time to watch somebody do a job. At your age, in secondary school, it's more important to show that you're grappling with an issue. So come on one of the days in a life, or come on one of the Volunteering for Health projects that I do, and I promise you'll have an opportunity to spin that into an immersive work experience that you can talk about with conviction. Also, if you want to do something during that week, go to a care home, right? Go to a care home and find out if you can spend time with older people who are desperate for attention and desperate for conversation with people. And don't just sit there, but be really, really curious about all the things that brought them there, and develop some good communication skills to show that you're not just wanting to shadow, you're actually really wanting to learn a whole lot about that area. Call up, go on LinkedIn, find a clinician that you find really interesting. Doctors and clinicians who are LinkedIn want to be out there in the public, and they will be incredibly flattered to get an email from a young person who says, gosh, I found what you're doing on your LinkedIn so interesting. May I buy you a cup of coffee and interview you? They'll probably say yes. And then you'll have an opportunity to, again, really, delve in, learn some stuff. And I would surmise also that coffee could turn into something else that could be useful. The last thing that anybody who works in the NHS wants is a young kid coming up and saying, can I get work experience? Because there just isn't enough time for everybody to do those kinds of things. So put yourself in the driver's seat and try to get curious, okay? And please don't ask me for work experience either, because I don't give it. I don't do that. But what I can do are lots and lots of these immersive days that hopefully you'll come on and enjoy. Okay? Good luck.